Festival 2018.
This is Good Morning Mumbai with Hrishi K.
So Asim Tangadi, the actor, plays multiple parts. Anahita.
Yes, Asim plays three roles. He plays a Panju uncle. He plays a Master Ji, who's Bharati's assistant, and he also plays another character called Argya,
An advertising
who is like a
professional.
marketing
Yeah.
genius, or so he thinks. And so he's delightful. He comes on like a breath of fresh air through the piece, and you've got to watch him jump from one character into another.
He's just superb.
The
He's just superb.
soundscaping for each character, have you kept it different? And obviously, I imagine there's a grand flourish at the end, because at the end of it, the play is about the unique unity that happens with all these wonderful characters. But the individual soundscaping. So Danny's character, there's a lot of rap.
So there are four pillars, so to speak. One is Bharati Acharya's character, of course, which is rooted in Indian classical music. Then there is Sunita's character, and she is sort of represents gospel and R&B and that side, because she used to sing in church in her when she was young. And then there is Danny, who's her son, who is like this budding, aspiring rapper. And then there is Rituraj, who's Bharati Acharya's son, who is this aspiring producer, DJ. So I think there are four, literally four opposing types of music, completely diametrically opposite to each other. And the challenge really was to kind of fuse them and bring them together at the end. And they culminate into this song at the end.
Lovely. And the girl,
Yes, Zayn.
tell me about her. She's from Stella Maris College in Chennai.
She's this young spark. Like I love my crew. I mean, for every person I'd say, and each person is special in their own way. In fact, Danny and Zayn were the last guys to come on board, because we came on to Prithvi at a later stage, and the dates got moved and all of that. As a producer, we can have a huge conversation, another segment about that. But so she came on in the last moment, and she really, really breathed life into Rhea. And she's kind of, the character itself is a catalyst that propels the story further and helps the boys kind of in their journey of discovering their voices, and in that helping their mothers rediscover their own. So it's really it's key in that sense.
Again, what I really loved about the Zen story was that I worked with Zen a couple of years ago, where she was an AD on a film that I was in. And then when someone sent me her name saying, "Have you thought about Zen?" I got so excited. So now she's on stage and I'm backstage. So it's lovely.
The theatre life, I tell you.
Yeah, lovely.
In that aspect, it calls for a very particular stage design, because I've noticed in the EPK that you sent me, Ishitta, that the DJ has his paraphernalia, which is his MacBook and his console and things like that, and they all have their own compartments in terms of physical space.
Yes.
So a bit about the stage design.
So there are two aspects. There are the music related gear, which is very specific, and then there's the set design. So I'll just talk about the music related gear. It was completely in-house, but it started with an instrument, because Prashant, who's one of our lead characters, who plays Jaya's son, is a found aspiring DJ, but his medium to express himself is, of course, Logic and the computer and all Ableton, all of this on the computer, and he kind of takes music as he sees it outside in the ambient music. So he uses an instrument called the Zoom, Yamaha Zoom, which kind of grabs all these. So that was central to the character, and then we kind of started working backwards and saying, I think Dhruv would be better. I'm behaving like I'm a producer, by the way. It kind of rubs off. But so I think Dee will talk about the music gear that was used, and I think Anna will be the better person to talk about what she
who's
was
done
thinking.
the basic stage design?
Dhanendra Kavade, a very, very talented young designer, and he's also somebody who has, he matched our zest for trying something new, coming up with ideas, So I think Anna would be in a great place to take that forward.
So Dhanendra Kaude has he's what's interesting about him is he's a set designer, but he's also a lighting designer, he's also a director, he's also an actor, so he has a great sense of the space of theatre. And so, and also he and our lighting designer Yael Krishna, they have a very good rapport, so it's really been quite exciting production design wise for all these people to come together. And even Ishitta has a background in design, and I have my needs as a director. So it was, there was a lot of discussing, a lot of arguing, a lot of it was really exciting.
Arguing, underline arguing.
All good things come out of arguing. Argument. We're going to take some messages and come back for a last leg of conversation with these fine people. Yeah, it's GaaReMaa. Tickets at Book My Show, Prithvi Theatre Festival 2018.